on the action that transpired over the weekend. Excuse me. DRC have been knocked out of this year's African Cup of Nations. We got the sentiments of the Democratic Republic of Congo nationals. They say that, well, the team reached where they could. They felt aggrieved in some extent, but they felt that the team were able to just perform to where they should have been. Unfortunately, they've been knocked out in the last 16, and they will not be progressing to the next stage, which is the quarterfinals. Now, one team that will be hoping perhaps to progress and join the other teams, Madagascar, are through. And this is Ivory Coast. I'll just now interact with the Ivory Coast nationals who join us in the studio. I'll start with the little young man here. His name is Eli. Eli, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Vous allez bien?
Oui.
Vous êtes fier de votre équipe nationale?
Oui.
So, tell us, Ivory Coast, they've only conceded one goal. One goal so far in the tournament. They just look, they're moving slowly by slowly. Out of the 3 games they've played so far, which was your favorite game?
My favorite game is when we won Nambambie 4-1. 4-1? Yes.
That was your best game. Why?
Yes. Because it was very tough, but we still we fought very well. You fought very well. Yes.
You're playing against Mali. Mali is not it's not a small team. It's also a very big team.
Yeah, it's a big team, but we can do it. I think we're going to reach to penalties, but we can still win in penalties.
So you think penalties will be how the game will be decided?
Yes.
Why?
Because Mali is a very tough team for Ivory Coast. But if DJ Drogba was there, I think we could have won 1-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever met DJ Drogba?
No.
How is it? I feel for Ivory Coast, he's almost like because one thing I noticed, Mike, in Egypt is like Salah is like deity. He's something revered. So I don't know. Is it the same in Ivory Coast when Drogba is walking in the streets? Is it that famous?
Yes.
Why? Aside from the football.
I don't know. I just think that he's a very good, because him, when we have corners, he's always at the post to get the header and get it in. So yeah.
Okay, let's just talk to this other gentleman here. The young Ivorian fan has said something about corner set pieces. That's something also Ivory Coast is very strong in. Facing against a very technical Malian side, how do you think the head coach will approach tonight's game?
Okay, thank you for your question first. I think in this game, just experience is going to talk for us, because this Mali team is very young. They have like young talents right now, so we just need to overcome them over experiences, because we have a lot of players that have experiences. Like we have Wilfried Bony, we have Seredier, we even have also Serge Aurier, but I heard that it is uncertain.
Why?
But I think we're just going to.
Why is he uncertain for tonight's game?
Because of an injury he got, I think, against Morocco, during that game. So like, the way I see that game is just going to be like over experiences. Yeah.
Do you think you'll go to penalty shootouts?
I wish not. I wish not. But as this young man has rightly said, Mali is a very strong team, because those young kids have been playing together, I think, for the last 5 years now, so they know each other very well. As we are in the process of building a new team after the era of Didier Drogba, Kolo Toure, Yaya Toure, so I think we are still looking for our marks during that tournament. But I think being a tournament, it gives chances to teams to grow as the tournament moves forward. So I think they have not each other better now during that tournament. So, but I think we'll win Mali, because history. Always we refer to history. History has stated that Mali during the last 7 confrontation we had with them, we won I think 5, we drew 2 of them. So I think we'll just build on that history.
Okay, let's talk about history. 2015, you guys were knocked out in the group stages. At least you have exercised those ghosts. This time round, you're in the last 16. Last time you won it, of course, rather, beg your pardon, last time you won it was in 2015. Do you feel this is Ivory Coast's time to come back and win the Africa Cup of Nations, perhaps win your 3rd title? You've won it twice.
Good afternoon. Okay, I believe in that. 2015 we made it. So 2019, I believe that we can still make it. because these young men, when you talk about Nicolas Pepe, Kodia, and Max Gradel, they are so determined to bring something home. So I believe these young men, they will not just stop at the group of, this group of 16 or quarterfinal. I know they will make it. They will go very far. And I believe even final will be there. Yes.
How do you think the coach should approach tonight's game, Ibrahim Kamara?
I think the
Because
key...
Malians are very physical.
Yes, the key of team
So we had 42 fouls in the other game for the DRC.
yes. But by the way, it's not wrong to have 42 fouls
Yes.
in one game. And I think the key of this game must be the midfield. He must build a very strong midfield. They should not approach our goals. No, never, because they are playing fast. They are very fast when they are playing, and it's a very straightforward team. So he must very be careful in the midfielder. The midfielder should handle the game at the beginning. They should not allow the Malian to build something.
But your defense is also good. 1 goal conceded so far.
Yeah, we don't have Aurier in the team currently, but we believe Kanon, Koulibaly, we are good. We're going to traditionally Mali is like Kenya and Tanzania, you know. I mean, when Kenya is facing Tanzania, I mean, just because of the psychological prowess, we're not gonna allow them to beat us.
So your confident defense is on point. You want to add something?
Yeah, the little thing I wanted to add is that we have seen surprises all over this tournament. Yes. So I think we might also be surprised, but in a very good way. Ivory Coast, of course, will win. But the most important here is that we were here last time. We said that we are building a new team, so that when it comes to receive the outcome in Ivory Coast, it should be, I think, the next, or maybe after the one for Cameroon. We are building that team in that perspective to build a strong team, so that when we receive the outcome in Abidjan, at least we will not behave like Egypt that went home. Yeah, that's what we are doing.
Mike. You can hear how confident the Ivorians are.
We will not behave like Egypt.
They are very confident.
Now, let me get reactions from Twitter first. Klaus Alejandro says, I love the show, watching from Runda. Hey, Runda. Huh? The crowd will obviously support Algeria. They are close neighbors. But as for me, I will go with Senegal or Nigeria. Ogutu Baba says Algeria. Dante Mwana says the organizers should be worried. There were growing concerns regarding the empty seats at AFCON 2019, with only Egypt as the hosts being able to fill the stadiums, and now they're out. But I tend to think the fans will be behind the barrier. And then Mweshimuhari says Madagascar is a united team, just from the president. Justine Mugwimi says, I want to be part of the fairy tale of Viva Africa. And then Benson at Ben says, will the crowds show up? They haven't been showing up in other matches, which is true. It's a big concern. At Matu Kamau says, I'm very sure they will support Algeria because they can go all the way to the finals. Kurgat Isaac says, I'm supporting Madagascar. Hamona Professor.
Yes.
Umesema Baita amekaa hapa.
Yes.
Unajua mnatudanganyanga hapa vile mnajuanga kuongea Kifaransa.
Yes.
Ile benchi imejaa Wafaransa tupu.
Je t'envoie vers tout enfant.
Je te le vois.
Oui.
Je m'appelle, je suis.
Oui.
Tout le monde opposition.
Wa?
Yale ya Viva l'Afrique.
Gata.
Zalibo zikuta la Madagascar.
Motango. Yango sa pato.
Zambela Kaleboye.
You see, and what I was saying is kwamba when we were confronting each other.
Yes.
2 years ago.
Yes.
You know these people you wanaongea Faransa hapa wanataka kudistribute. We know it. We can do
French here, yes.
Right.
Tout le monde opposition.
L'opposition.
Ya kucheza mpire.
Yeah.
Vizure.
Tu
peux péter.
Tutakanyagwa.
Et les voix ya sapoter Madagascar?
Non, awa ni évoqué.
No.
I think somebody needs to speak to them. Let this young man speak to them.
Yeah,
Because
speak to us in
I don't
French.
know if they're
Speak to us. Speak to us in
Make
French.
sure you speak something that you know.
Yes.
You are French?
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci.
Moi, je suis bon. Tu as quel âge?
Chakalash kwa nini? Why do you have to chakalash? You're in a safe nation. You're in a safe nation.
Nimesikia chakarash.
Tu aimes quelle couleur?
Yeah?
Tu aimes quelle couleur? Tu aimes quelle couleur?
Anasema
Tienke?
clothes.
Oh, clothes. Yes. Another thing? What else do you want? You want other things?
You aimes
Est-ce que
clothes?
tu l'aimes te saper?
Les sapes.
Wasapere ni wengi. Hao live tuko wengi. Mimi I'm the chairman currently of the Adhuri ya Kiama.
Yes.
Kwa hivyo you're in the right place.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Keep going.
He's a sapre.
Sapé.
Est-ce que tu l'aimes manger beaucoup? Parce que tu avais dit que
I'll translate that one. Just give a response. I'll translate that one.
Yes.
That was the guy for Jesse. Yes,
Jesse. Répétez.
Just ask him again.
Est-ce que tu l'aimes manger?
Manger.
Mike, the young boy has asked Jesse. I know Hamo will just go ham on this one.
Manger.
If he likes it. I think he's referring to the ball.
Tigana mu video.
Anasema ameuliza kama unapenda kula sana.
Unapenda kula sana.
Ukwele? Umeuliza hivyo? Ukwele? Kule fude. Moi, kule fude. Moi. Ndivyo umeuliza?
Manger.
Manger.
Manger
is it.
Manger?
Mono, sana.
Mike, let's pause briefly.
Yeah.
Let me get just one gentleman here, the Ivorian here. Just tell us about each and individual player in terms of their performance, what they feel they've performed. Start with the goalkeeping role.
Okay. Okay. Tape here, I think he has not even played a game. He is quite young. He's from, I think, San Pedro.
Yes.
San Pedro FC. So I think our main goalkeeper should be. Il s'appelle comment? Bowo. Yes. And then I come to this is Koulibaly. Wolo Koulibaly is a revelation for us this year.
Why?
Because I think is one of the rare player in the squad that is playing in our national league in ASEC Mimosa. Yeah. So I think he's good. He's doing quite well. Yes. And
Suleiman Doumbia.
Suleiman Doumbia, he came in when Aurier was injured. I think he's playing for Angers in France. Yeah, so he's also his first selection, and then also first time to play in our national team.
Okay.
Yes, Bame is among the new generation also. He played under 19 for France.
Yes.
Yeah. So
and he opted to play for Ivory Coast.
Yes, he opted for the last year to play for Ivory Coast. So he is in the kind of Yaya Toure. If you see what Yaya Toure was doing
so
now.
You pointed that out. Out of this team, we will just touch on just a few.
Yep.
Because you've talked, the young boy has talked about Didier Drogba. There was a unifying factor. The likes of Yaya Toure and his brothers, and his brothers well, and also other players like Boni. What do you feel in this squad will be the unifying factor against the Malians tonight?
Okay, the unifying guy here will be, I think, Aurier, the captain, because Serge Aurier was there when those Drogba, Yaya Toure were retiring. So I think he's one of the oldest in our team. So it will be also a very strong unifying phenomenon in our team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mike.
Yep.
You can just sense the confidence in the Ivorians. But that is the same case that was with other teams. And
by the way, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm just trying to look for a tweet. There's somebody here who has. I'd like the Ivorians to react to this tweet. He says, where is he? Where is he? I will get him just now, because he talks about the confidence that these guys have. He says, here it is. I feel, this is Ali Hivien. Ali Hivien says, I feel Mali will humble Ivory Coast. They've played very good football so far, and the young team are fearless. How do you react to that?
It's tradition. The Malians know very well Ivory Coast will always be the better team. Just as I said earlier on, when Kenya is meeting Tanzania, I mean, the psychological prowess will always be the driving factor in such a game. That's the same case we are facing this game on as well.
I agree with you, but my biggest concern is his last line. These young men are fearless. You're meeting a Mali team that goes into the game with nothing to lose. It's no longer, these are our neighbors, we respect them. These are young boys who are out there to just play and enjoy themselves.
Psychologically, I'll go to that again.
Yes.
When you're meeting a Tanzanian side that is young, or rather, let's say you're meeting like the Nigerian versus Madagascar game. When you beat them psychologically, that is it. Regardless of
how do you achieve that? How do you achieve that? You're saying beat them psychologically. How do you achieve that?
As I said, it's tradition and it's very well known. As my friend has mentioned earlier on, for the last 7 meetups, they've never beaten Ivory Coast before.
Let me just get the views of the others, because I'm seeing there are people who are really itching to give their comments on that. How do you react to that statement?
You know, as the guys say, the Malian team is very young and will win by experience. We have experience of competition because our midfielder was already there in the last competition. They went home, but they have this competition experience. So at this level, you need some experience to pass the next level.
Okay.
We'll take that to win this match.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. You know, Mali team, they are very young. Okay? So they are playing football which is called academic football. Yes. But you know, the opponent, Cote d'Ivoire, they are players that with experience. So of course they will not play the same level of football. You know, we normally say when young boys are running very fast, you normally have a way of stopping them. So you let them run, the time they are too confident.
42 fouls is what I'm thinking about.
Now, by the way, let me say something. You know, sorry to say, what happened to Kenya, you know, when the game started, they were very good. Yes. I can say for the first 10 or 15 minutes. Yes. They really played till we all was, Senegal will have a problem. Yes. Because this guy, the football they play that day, they never played that football in the first game and the second game.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
But what happened? They were beaten through experience.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is gonna happen in between Mali and Cote d'Ivoire. The young boys, they are very fast. They have energy. But when you go on the midfield, look at Kessié. Kessié is not faster, but it's someone when you have the ball, of course, he can spend 5 or 10 minutes with the ball.
Controls the tempo of the match.
Control the ball, and you know, make his players, others move very well. Okay, you talk about Bonnie Wilfried.
Yes.
I don't think Mali defense there's any strong.
Hold your mic properly.
Sorry, there's any strong person there who can stop Bonnie Wilfried. Physically, someone who is very stand physically. Okay. Then you talk about Koja. So we'll beat them.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of the team that played Benin. Benin is a carbon copy of Mali. Young boys, a lot of energy, fearless. They knew who to take out from all their games. They have drawn all their games. No win. Not even one. But they're in the quarterfinal. Yeah. Don't you think that is a worrying factor? The hungrier and younger players who are playing in this tournament.
I think that should not be a worrying factor because yes, they are there to play. We are also there to play. So the same way, I think we approach that game. I think we are psychologically like 50-50. Yes, let's be honest. We have 50-50. So we are in the same position as them. But as I need to insist on this factor. You know, football is about experience. You can be the fast runner. You can be the strongest team. But if someone that is facing you has experience, you will see it will be just details. As you said, they made how many fouls last time? 43 or 45.
No, I was referring to a game of the DRC were complaining about 42 fouls.
42 fouls.
But it's part of the game.
So you see, so those details matters when it comes to modern football. You know, modern football is no longer like this is the strongest team, this is the biggest team. So I think our coach also has prepared the game knowing who is going to play with.
Okay. MC Jesse.
Why are you not asking us the questions?
Yes, those
You know,
simple,
we
those
have
simple
those answers.
questions.
We have the
Simple- you have the
answers. Very simple. Yeah.
Jibu hiyo ya mwisho basi muuliza.
Ni umeuliza nini? Hiyo ndio kitu ya
Umesema ni
kwanza.
simple.
Tuulize. We have relaxed.
Football is here, Mike.
Yeah. Uliza
Kwa
swali.
fingertips.
Haya, wacha
So
ni-
you're saying
Professor.
one team is young and fearless.
Yes.
And the other one is
Mali
old
young
and
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 experienced.
experience.
No, elephants are not old. Ivory Coast are experienced.
Ivory Coast experience.
Not young but experienced.
Experience.
So which one takes precedence? Ni gani inamata kushinda ingine? Experience ama young and energetic?
Professor.
I'll go back a while back. In 1942,
Yeah.
there was Germany was playing Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia.
And you remember the coach?
Yes.
The coach Huston Kushba.
Yes, that's his name. I was trying to
Yes.
recall the name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huston Kushba.
In Flahuyen Stadium.
Yes. When he went in, what did he say? He said, flamboyance is everything.
Yes.
That is why when he walked in, you
Yes.
could see the flamboyance.
Kabisa.
But when he was walking out, he was walking out the same way I walk out of my home.
And the players themselves, when you look at them, they were oozing out
With machismo.
Machismo.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying, eh?
So, and it's the same case
Yes.
with Benin
Yes.
and Ivory Coast.
Benin. You remember when you are dating your wife?
Yes.
Mara ya kwanza.
Eh.
You are young and flamboyant.
Kabisa.
Siku hizi ukitoka kwa nyumba ni kama Egypt. Kwa sababu
Umeenda.
wewe umechoka unajita you feel you're underperforming. You know, you feel like you're under pressure to perform. But before you knew her name, you are really performing. That is what I'm saying.
That's that.
Have we
answered your question?
Czechoslovakia.
Yes.
Hiyo injili ilisambaratika into how many countries?
That was then.
Yes,
Tulikuwa
yes.
tunaongea about-
Ndio
Yes,
nasema
yes,
hiyo
for now.
ilikuwa inaitwa Czechoslovakia.
Yes.
Saa hizi ni nchi gani na gani? Serbia.
No, hatuwezi
Yeah,
kupatia
yeah,
history na tena
yeah,
tukupatie current.
pesa.
Nataka nirudi hapo ndio nielewe.
Na kitu moja.
Professor, si wewe ni professor unifunze.
As a professor I give you 10%. The rest tunajitafutia. Guy.
And that history, Mike,
That is
is
history.
something that we have conjoled with
Yes.
in a while,
Yes.
and meticulated it in our brains to make sure as we come for the Viva
Yes.
on Citizen,
Yes.
we know what you're talking
And you're saying, you know,
So
your
mbona
question,
mnipoteze na lugha sasa?
now your question
No,
is
no.
very obnoxious, ridiculous, and abominable. I don't
Yes.
know what you're saying. You need to be straightforward.
Yes.
You know Ivory Coast is going to beat someone.
Exactly.
That is something
Yes,
we know.
yes, yes,
We,
yes.
we know.
Yeah. So we don't need a lot of English
So, yeah.
to
All
explain
we are
it.
saying is
Na hiyo
Watalimana.
yote kizungu
Talimana.
mingi umeweka hapo ni gani?
Yeah.
Nini?
Hiyo kizungu mingi
Ivory Coast
umeweka hapo.
is
We're
beating
just
people.
saying that Ivory
But that's
Coast is
Tukutane, let's meet in the final.
Yes.
And then we can discuss
and we
further.
can even use these famous French words that were spoken by Einstein
Yes.
La Huzwan
Yeah.
in when France was getting its first independence.
Yes.
That he said
Yes.
that any French country,
Yes.
mostly that has bigger human beings.
You've seen the commentator.
This boy can translate
Yes.
it. Zilukwe zivasco that liakate.
And that is it.
Meaning Ivory Coast
Ni
is
kulima
winning
utu.
this
Yes.
thing. Is it
That's
not
it.
the truth? Ivory Coast is winning.
I will
Yeah, exactly.
I think we are
Amekubali,
valid.
angalia
I will
kitu
do
yake,
everything you're
amekubali.
telling me and go straight into Victor from Kayole. Victor,
Yes.
vipi?
Poa sana.
Unaongea Kifaransa?
Hapana.
Kwa nini uongee Kifaransa?
Ai. Yes.
Show ya leo ni Wafaransa. Unaona Hamo na Jesse wanaongea Kifaransa pia.
Hapana. Hiyo yani sielewi.
Sasa Victor, fanya hivi.
Yes.
Aya, nyonga hiyo volume yako kwanza. Weka mute.
Haya.
Weka mute kwa TV kwanza.
Mute.
Very good. Sasa quick fire ndio unataka, sio?
Yes.
Uja reduce volume bado. Weka mute kabisa.
Mute.
Kuna feedback nasikia.
Yes, sawa.
And I want to be clear nikupate vizuri kabisa, sawa?
Yes.
Quick fire is 20,000 bob today. You know the rules. I will ask you a question. If you have the answer, give it to me. If you don't have the answer, say pass and I ask you the next question. I will ask you up to a maximum of 12 questions or until my counter goes to 0. Tumeelewana?
Yes.
Aya, nipe counter basi Roba. Twende kazi. How many teams are left in the AFCON competition?
4.
When do the quarterfinals start?
Quarterfinal 10th.
Which stadium will host Mali versus Cote d'Ivoire?
Alexandria.
How many teams are still in the competition from Group A?
2.
Who is the top scorer at the tournament so far?
Mane.
Who will contest the last quarterfinal match?
Benin.
Which team has made it to the quarterfinals without conceding a goal?
Algeria.
How many goals has that team scored?
9 goals.
How many stadiums will be used for the quarterfinals?
International.
Which team has made it to the quarterfinals without winning a single match?
Benin.
Okay, amepata ngapi Robert? Bora amepata ine. 4 out of a possible 5. Yes, he got 5 out of 8. Mimi quick fast juu ndaifanya nini? Nipeleke kesho Roba ama tufanyaje? Tupeleke kesho?
Nipatie.
Ama kuja?
Kuna hiyo pesa.
Si ndio? Ni pesa gapi tunashinda?
20,000.
We need to be serious. We need to be serious.
There's a gentleman we call the pass master.
Yes.
I think there's another pass master. Just walked on the stage.
Oh, yes. Huyo sasa. Kaa hapo vizuri uniambie.
Experience speaks.
Uko sawa?
So, na unyonge sauti ya TV yako.
Yes.
Where's make news na ukue news?
Haya, na ujue nakuuliza swali, ukiona jibu nipatie.
Yes.
If you don't have the answer say pass. I ask you the next question.
Bas.
Uko sawa?
Do you have a leakage?
Leakage iko?
Haya, twende.
Tulishakupatia tangu show hii.
Sini haraka haraka.
Twendeni. Nipe counter Roba.
Counter.
Counter. Professor, how many teams are left in the AFCON competition?
Of course, 15.
When do the quarterfinals start?
10th.
Which stadium will host Mali versus Cote d'Ivoire?
Hata wajui, endelea.
How many teams are still in the competition from Group A?
Group A, wote away. Wote walienda.
Who is the top scorer at the tournament so far?
Guy. Dong hata wewe.
Hapo umenoa tuendelee. Who will contest the last round of 16 match? The last round of 16 match.
Who will contest?
Yes.
Guy, twende. The winners.
Which team has made it to the quarterfinals without conceding a goal?
It is not Morocco. It is not. It is who? Ivory Coast.
How many goals has that team scored?
They've scored none. Nothing. Woo! Nimepata gapi?
2.
Eh?
2.
Na hiyo hewa yote nimetumia hapa.
Imagine.
What was that?
Toka kando.
Hapa ndio bure kabisa.
Na hii pesa ukishinda unapea nani?
First stachukua hiyo because ni ya zamani. I need the new currency.
Let's cross the bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Nipatie counter Roba. Watu wanajichocha hapa sana. How many teams are left in the tournament?
10.
When do the quarterfinals start?
10th.
Which stadium will host
Suez.
Mali versus Cote d'Ivoire? How many teams are still in the competition from Group A?
4.
Who is the top scorer of the tournament so far?
Mane.
Who will contest the last round of 16 match?
Those guys. Madagascar.
Which team has made it to the quarterfinals without conceding a goal?
Benin. Madagascar.
How many goals has that team scored?
4.
How many stadiums will be used for the quarterfinals?
3.
Which team has made it to the quarterfinals without winning a single match?
Madagascar. Madagascar.
Who will contest the first quarterfinal match?
Benin. The first quarterfinal?
Yes.
Algeria and the winner that will come tonight. No, nimesema nani?
Yani ulianza na joto ukapata 5 tukasema huyu mtu.
By the way, hebu nimepata ngapi?
5.
5?
Yes.
5K. 5,000.
Wewe uko hapa umetumwa, umelipwa
my
na
friend,
kampuni.
I nilipita a whole professor.
We are just working.
Roba.
Kila mtu akuwe na idea
My
yake.
quick fire yangu
Leakage.
inaenda 25,000. Watu haitaki hii pesa.
Say tomorrow. Wait,
So I put it to tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow I'll reduce the pass mark. Tomorrow I will reduce the pass mark to 6. Whoever will get the first 6 questions correct. Tutaenda hapo. Can I give you, Jesse, some of these answers? Very simple.
Very simple. Anza nione zile nimepata.
How many teams are left in the competition?
10.
Yes, there are 10.
Thank
4
you.
that are playing today, plus the 6 that have made it through to the quarterfinals.
I told you,
Right?
we said 15.
Roger.
Yes.
Quarterfinals inaanza lini?
Inaanza tarehe 10.
Wednesday. Sio?
Yes.
Which stadium will host Mali versus Cote d'Ivoire?
Suez.
Yes. Sawa. How many teams are still in the competition from Group A?
None.
Ile acha kuangalia hapa. Ile Egypt
Wote walitoka.
Egypt walitoka. Uganda
walitoka.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote d'Ivoire wako?
No, not Cote d'Ivoire. DRC.
DRC walitoka.
Zimbabwe.
Oh, home.
Wote hawako.
Zero.
Yes.
So Nisema 4. Yes. I meant 4 of them wameenda.
No.
Nisema 4.
Saidi una
So, top scorer of the tournament?
Nilisema Mane.
Saidu Mane. It's true.
Yeah, it's Mane.
The last round of 16 match. Nandonga ameisema hapa.
Imagine. We were not listening.
We were not listening. Ghana, Tunisia.
Ghana, Tunisia.
Yes. Which team has made it to the quarterfinals without conceding a goal?
Hawajafungwa. Madagascar ama ni Benin? Benin.
Algeria.
And I said
walilima Tanzania 2, wakalima nini moja, Senegal, wakachapa Kenya 3, jana wakafunga zingine 3.
Mimi nimepata goals ngapi?
So tukauliza, how many teams has that team scored? 9. Stadiums for the quarterfinals. Quarterfinal ni 4.
Yes.
Haiwezi rudiwa.
Haiwezi rudiwa.
Kiwanja. Si ni kiwanja.
Na nimesema 2.
You said 2. 4 stadiums.
Ulisema 3 bana. Hata hiyo ni reclam kabisa juu ya kuchekelea.
So which team has made it to the quarterfinals without winning a match?
I said
of course.
Benin.
No.
Madagascar.
Yes.
Yeah, I said Madagascar.
They have drawn all games.
Yes.
But they're in the quarterfinals.
And I said Madagascar.
Benin
has drawn.
Yes, Benin actually. It is Benin.
Thank you.
All through. Well, so
the one you said that they're actually 6.
I know why you want to go there. Kabale.
First quarterfinal match.
First quarterfinal match is
on Wednesday.
Algeria
and the winner tonight.
Huyo Benin tu na Senegal.
Benin na Senegal.
Nandonga aliweka hapa schedule. Mkikaa tu hapa.
No, alikuwa nyuma yetu. Sasa tu kuona TV kia kwa hiyo. Ndonga afanyangi. So nimepata ngapi out of
5?
5, that's 5k.
Next week kesho umeteremsha mpaka?
Kesho nataka tu 6 correct answers.
Thank you. Tuite tena.
Can we come for the questionnaire only?
Tusipatikane mapema. Tupitie tu quick fire. Tupate pesa. Mutuone town.
We will combine.
The only way I'll agree to that
is
for every answer you miss. Unaekelea 2,000 hapo chini.
No, kwa nini unatupea moja?
No, unaanza kuwa cartel. This Nairobi will not be governed by cartel.
Yes, let's do this. Because it's 25,000 bob. Each answer is 2,300 shillings.
2,300.
Because I'm giving you 2,300 for every correct answer.
Okay.
Ukinoa unaniwekea 2,300 chini.
Lakini nikuulize, hapa chini ni wewe umeweka?
Hapo.
Unajua hata nikwambie hii video Gakuyo ilianza. Kidogo utasikia anauza mashamba.
Sako. Ndio hii.
Nio.
Sako ya kuuza mashamba.
Yaanza hapa. Hivi unatuambia ati tuwekelee, wewe utupe, uwekelee, ekelea sako.
Hizi mipango za makanga umetoa wapi? Uko na 100 nikupatie chwani.
Ngoja tu hapo. Dong, as we close.
Yes.
Where do we catch these matches?
Well, of course, these matches are live on DSTV on SuperSport. I just give you a sense of some of the channels you can watch it from.
Yes.
And that is SuperSport 7. And you can also get it on the DSTV Compact, DSTV Compact Plus, DSTV Premium Bouquets, and some of the select games, Mike, will be on SuperSport 10. So tonight's games can be caught on DSTV on SuperSport 10.
Decoder imeshuka pesa ngapi?
They are not going to watch these matches. Yote niongezeka presenter. And if they are not naangalia.
Yes.
Hiyo kamera.
And if they are not going to watch those matches, you have to wait until tomorrow. We'll tell you what happened on Viva.
Of course.
Yeah.
Endelea kuongea mimi. My goodness, these gentlemen are not footballers. Sorry? Thank goodness they're not footballers.
No, if they are not going to watch the match, si tutakuja hapa tuambie kwa quick fire.
Well, we'd like to say thank you very much.
Imesemekana
DRC fans, thank you so much.
Merci
for the Ivorians as well. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. All the best tonight against Mali. DJ Crossfed on the ones and twos. Merci beaucoup as well.
Yeah, merci beaucoup.
Unafundisha French kidogo?
Yeah.
Sasa kwa heri mtu sema au revoir.
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 Lazima uko na
Au
homa.
revoir.
Yeah.
Roba anataka kuona ukipepeta mpira.
Kupepeta tu.
Yes.
Kupepeta.
Sio mpira yako ya juu.
Ipepete.
Weka pepeta.
Ipepete.
Tuanze naye.
Twende sisi wote mwenye ataangusha.
No, sisi wote?
Ndonga tuhesabie.
Haya.
Mwenye anapepeta mingi?
Ndonga tuhesabie.
Haya.
Twende.
2 1 twende.
Watu wa mono. Unataka kuibisha mtu hapa ni? What is wrong?
Jesse chukua mpira tuanze tena. Professor wezi fanya hivyo. You can't do that.
Shekun palisia sanga yani swadaka wangu moyo utaupeleka puta kama nitakukosa signora mi amor my mama sita karibu come closer katoto bisikuti kuti madwiti twiti kamejazia katikati yani tiki tiki kalivyo katamu yani keki keki madwiti twiti speedy me amesifungi beki Chiki chiki, wenama. Pepete, ipepe, pepete, ipepete ukinama. Pepete, ipepe, pepete, ay, wenama. Pepete, ipepe, pepete, ipepete ukichama.